Hey guys, it's J19 brought to you another video, and today we're going to be discussing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and what I feel about, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about events of Final Fantasy VII OG and my thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled of a 25-year-old game, feel free to click off this video, but if you guys want to stick around, appreciate it a ton. If you guys want more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, content, feel free to like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification to stay notified when we go live or upload my next video. So with that said, let's get right into it. First of all, let's talk about the major events. The major events is, first of all, is what? The Need Behind flashback. Of course, that's already been confirmed. We are going to experience that. It's going to be a good chunk of the beginning of the game. It's a tutorial chapter or two. It's probably going to be a few hours long. And I cannot wait. We get the meat and potatoes of what's going on, and be able to see Sephiroth in the combat that's not fighting against you. I cannot wait. And just to see the conversation between Cloud and Sephiroth, it's going to be amazing. Next thing we're going to see is one of the major things that people wonder if it's still going to be there is Cosmo Canyon. And of course, seeing the story of Red 13, Nanake. We will see that. They're going to keep that in there. Cosmo Canyon is a very big piece of the story, especially with Bugenhagen. And learn about him, learn about more like Red 13's past. That's going to all be there. I hope they expand upon it a little bit. I cannot wait for that. So that's definitely going to stay the same. Other than Bugenhagen's going to have more knowledge like what's going on and more like deeper dive in the lore. That'd be amazing, because even that in the original game was like mind blowing. It's like you learn a lot, and I can't wait for that. The next thing, of course, we're gonna see Nibelheim. You're gonna see the Shinra Mansion, and it's gonna be mandatory. If you're gonna fight Lost Number, Yin Yang as a couple of bosses, you're gonna get Vincent on your team. He's gonna be sleeping in the coffin just like he normally is. That's gonna stay the same. Before that, though, we're also gonna see, in my own opinion, we're going to have an expansion on it, but it's going to stay the same for Dyne and Barrett's situation. Like his backstory of Barrett and like whose Dyne is and about Marlene and stuff like that. We're going to have a nice, deep, delicious lore expansion in that segment, and I can't wait for that either. So I know that's going to happen. I cannot wait. That's going to be emotionally heartfelt. It's going to hit deep. Another thing that people are wondering, are we going to really see the death of Aerith? Or is she going to live? Are they just going to like make the plot where, Aerith's going to live and all that jazz? Here's my thoughts on this. My thought is, they said in the interviews multiple times that the story of Final Fantasy VII, will continue. Just like Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? We went through each major event of Final Fantasy VII back in Midgar OG, but they expanded upon it, gave us some new lore, in depth on the lore of Final Fantasy VII, with new scenes, new chapters, and that was fun. I expect more of the same in Rebirth, but it's gonna have a deeper dive and like on the characters, make us grow even closer to these characters, and I cannot wait. So is Aerith gonna die? That's the main question that people keep circling around. Because, oh no, Zack is alive. That's a mystery of its own. They're leaving it as a mystery, even though they said Zack has victory. So Zack is alive. But we don't really understand, like, the mystery behind that. Like, other than we defy destiny, so Zack is alive. So that's a mystery that will unfold in Rebirth. But we're not going to talk about Zack right now. Because he's the mystery part. We're going to focus on the main events. The major events that happens in original Final Fantasy VII. And are they going to stay the same? I feel like the Aerith's death is gonna happen the same way, but is it gonna hit harder? Yes. Is it gonna make we see every single character in your party and the characters that just happen to show up, like all 80? Yeah, you'll have everybody by then. Yes, it's all gonna stay the same. I don't think they're gonna alter Aerith's death, because that's a really important piece of the story of Final Fantasy VII, like the crux or the axis story of Final Fantasy VII. Aerith's death, it's about life, it's about death, it's about loss, right? So we gotta keep that the same. Now, does that mean that stuff ain't gonna change a little bit? Maybe like expanded upon? Absolutely, it's gonna be. But I expect Aerith to die at the Forgotten Capital, and all the events leading up to it, like the Temple of Agents, which is gonna be a big dungeon, a very big dungeon. And I cannot wait to explore that. That's like one of my favorite areas. A lot of like exploration. You get a lot of unique items, weapons, and you fight a whole bunch of different creatures. And of course, that red dragon. So yeah, you're gonna get the black materia. That's still gonna stay the same. I don't know how they're gonna handle the scene where Cloud's beating up on Aerith, and the younger Cloud, which is a real Cloud, is like trying to stop him, and all that. I don't know how they're gonna handle that. They might have to do some changing on that to make it where it's not gonna be like making people cringe, or affect how today's society is. Like today's way different than it was back in 1997. So that's gonna stay the same. They're gonna expand upon, change a couple of things in there. And of course, we're still gonna get Sid. He's gonna be in this rocket, probably dealing with Shinra. You're gonna probably have to fight. That'd be amazing. That you get to fight Rufus and Palmer at the same time. That's what I want to see. I want to see Rufus and Palmer fight you, and you beat them, right? They flee, and you take off with a tiny Bronco, right? And they try to shoot you down, which they do, and you use that as a boat. So, chocobo races, desert crawl prison. Go back to that real quick. With dying, yes, you're gonna have to. I'm pretty sure that's gonna introduce us like mini games. Like this is the first mini game you're gonna have. Maybe they're gonna have more, but I'm pretty sure the chocobo racing is gonna be one of the big mini games that we're gonna build to play. But this is like a tutorial, so it's like you want to get out of here, Cloud's gonna have to race. So it's gonna be fun to figure that out. Now we get to the juicy bits. Are we gonna go to Wutai? Are we going to yield to Wutai in Rebirth? And my answer is that the way they're going to change the order of things, I'm pretty sure we're going to see, since Rebirth is going to be like Empire Strike Back, like a lot of people are predicting, and it's going to be it's going to be the second installment of the series. It's going to really hit us deep in feelings and like have a whole bunch of story moments. I wouldn't not be shocked if we go to Wutai a little earlier than we expect, because it does have some story moments in there. Like they've been hitting Wutai like the lore and stuff like that, and like making like the war still, it's only on standby. Like Wutai still means something. Like there's still a threat. Like even though Shinra's laughing about ha ha ha, it's like they try to attack as they learn their lessons. Scaldy dogs and whatever. But I do expect us to go there probably a little bit earlier in the game, as to help expand the character of Yuffie a little bit, and Sonon's gonna show up some way. I just have this feeling, because why would they, unless Sonon's just completely gone, they're not gonna use Nero. They said that they just want to use them for like boss fights, so we might not even see Sonon at all with Nero. So who knows? But I think Wutai is going to be playing a bigger part in Rebirth. It's going to be mandatory. It's not going to be like a side content. It's like maybe you hear words about Corneo's alive, and the Turks. Like you find out the Turks are there. It's like maybe that's where, maybe they're over there because Sephiroth went over there for some reason. But it'll give us something to do over there. Like say just randomly go do and Yuffie steals our materia, and that. I don't think that's going to happen. Stuff's going to change there. They're going to change it a little bit, make it story, like, make sense for the story, And I feel like that we need to expand upon that a little bit more. It's Wutai and OG was fun, but it's like, really, it's like Yuffie steals our materia now. It's like, it's kind of, then, because you're so used to having materia by then. So it's like, it kind of just like, oh, man, I don't know. But anyways, let's see other events we got. Of course, you go up to the Northern Crater and stuff, and Cloud, like he's losing himself because Aerith is dead. We're gonna see expansion upon that. We're gonna see great Cloud break some more. Do I expect to see Cloud and them run into Sephiroth in the Shinra Mansion? Absolutely. Are the events of the cargo ship going to happen? Absolutely. I know I'm all over the place here, but I just want to make sure I touch up on the major parts. We're going to fight Genova at least a couple of times in Rebirth, I think. And we're gonna might not be fighting Sephiroth this time, but we're gonna get some Genova fights. You're gonna get some. We're gonna see Roach in part 2, absolutely. So he's gonna be a boss fight. We might even fight him twice. He might actually end up. We might actually end up seeing Roach die in Rebirth. Like it's gonna be so many. Like it's gonna be like so many deaths and loss, and like it's gonna hit us hard, and I cannot wait. And then we go to the Northern Crater. I'm pretty sure, before we do that, though, we gotta, we go to the hotel and go saucer. And, of course, Case Sith's gonna probably steal the Keystone. They might alter that a little bit. They might have it where Case Sith is like, you know what? It's like, I'm a spy at Shinra. It's like, if you ever want to, like, maybe we don't get the Keystone, but maybe Case Sith says, well, too late. You guys can't enter the Temple of Agents because the Turks already got the Keystone. Like, so if you guys want to enter the Temple Agents, you gotta do exactly what I say, and you gotta go there. Of course, you guys know what happens if you play the original. Song is hurt, badly and wounded by Sephiroth, and either A, we gotta fight Sang, or B, we have to fight. Maybe we'll fight K-Sith. That'd be funny, right? We get the Keystone and we move on, right? We move on to Temple Agents and all that. So. Go out to the Northern Crater, the Bone Village. We're gonna have some side quests like in each town. That's what I hope we get. Like Junon, let's not forget about the Junon Harbor, with Rufus's parade, right? His inauguration of being a president. That's still gonna happen. I do not think they're gonna cut that. That's like that's kind of a big moment for all of us players. Like we remember that by heart. Like how goofy it was and all that, but it helped like show off Rufus is a big deal now. Like he's president now. He's making a statement at Junon Harbor, say, hey, I'm president now. Like understand that Shinra's not down. We are better than ever. Show dominance. So we go up the Northern Crater. Go up there and get up to the Whirlwind Maze. And we saw a glimpse of that in part 1, a remake, when Cloud was about to attack the clone. He saw Sephiroth. He grabs his arm, his leg. I think it's his leg. And we see the little glimpse of the future of the hooded figures saying, reunion. Well, anyways, we're going to see that. We're going to witness that. And I think they're going to expand upon, like, the lies of Cloud, and, like, everybody's going to start saying, hey, because when you go to Nibelheim, that's really going to start making Cloud, like, lose it. Losing Aerith is going to make him lose his mentality. Like, he's going to have a mental break, but he's going to totally collapse. Not collapse, but, like, mentally break. And a lot of people, big time theorists in the Final Fantasy VII community, have all agreed that, we'll probably end up fighting Cloud in the Northern Crater, which should be a final boss, and it's going to make players and the characters and everybody around them go, what the heck? It's like, what's going on? Like, I can't even comprehend what's going on. And we will fight Genova there. Sephiroth's going to appear, of course, with his true form, his true body. And, of course, Cloud's going to get the black materia, and then always see, guys, as it's gonna stay somewhat the same. They might have a new twist at the end. They always do to get us ready for part 3. But we're still gonna see Meteor being summoned. We're gonna see Tifa and Barrett captured, and the party's all split up. We might see a glimpse of what the party's up to, and just Cloud is lost, and sets up part 3. Boom. And that's all I got for you guys for the events. I think we're still gonna hit the beats, the main events. Are we gonna have some new stuff? Absolutely. We might even see Kunzo. Maybe Kunzo will show up. Maybe we'll find out like Zack's gonna be key role. He's gonna be a key. He's a key character in Rebirth. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that mystery unfolds. But I do expect us to run into some characters like Johnny. You're gonna run into like Leslie, probably Kyrie if they want to keep Kyrie. Maybe they finally escape the slums. Maybe say we want to start a new life. Maybe we'll see him somewhere. But I'm really curious about what Rebirth. I think we might be able to see the Rebirth trailer that Nomura is kind of teasing. He says next time you see a trailer of this game, you're really going to understand exactly what's going to happen. Like, have a better understanding, because that's just a little teaser. Just to give us thinking, get wet a whistle. So I think Tokyo Game Show seems like a good shot to keep the hype going. Of course, the hype's up there. You know, people are still talking about it. They're still doing theory videos, but Square Enix knows Creative Business Unit 1. They only got about a year and a half to get the game out, get the games done. So they're going to start ramping up a little bit of marketing. I think Creative Business Unit 1 is going to do things a little different than Creative Business Unit 3. I know Yoshi P with Final Fantasy 16, just get offhand, just a tiny bit. Because they want to show us a little at a time, but to the point where they're not dragging it out. Like, they're not saying, well, here's a trailer, 2 years later, get another trailer. Wish it did, but I was hoping the game's in one. Anyways, before I go off the tangent, you guys know what I mean. Creative Business Unit 1, like Yoshinari Kitase, Tetsuya Nomura, and they love to keep talking about Final Fantasy 7 if they're able to. So I have a feeling that they got to go ahead to start like marketing a little bit. Just don't intertwine with 16. Maybe show off another trailer at like Tokyo Game Show. Get us talking some more, and then maybe what a little caption says, "Be ready for next year," like maybe E3 or something like that. That'd be cool. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this. Do you guys think we're gonna hit the main story beats? Is nothing gonna change, like Aerith's death and all that good stuff? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this. Do you guys agree with me? You guys disagree? I'd like to have a little chat in the comment section. If you guys want more Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth talk, discussions, trailer reactions, content of such, feel free to like, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification to stay notified when I go live or upload my next video. I know I'm a little winded. This is a very long video, so I'm going to cut it short. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on. Links in the description below for my Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Feel free to give me a follow on both. Join Discord. We'll talk more about this game and what we have expectations of. With that said, be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Love you guys so much. I was going to live stream tonight, but I couldn't get around to it. I've been battling a headache all day, so I decided to throw this video out for you guys, get it edited, not edited, but record it for you guys and have some kind of content, some juicy content about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And yeah, already ordered me a beast of a machine for PC. I cannot wait. So hopefully about a week or so I have a good setup, and I'll try to stream on that and see how it goes. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Love you guys so much. God bless you guys. Talk to you later.